Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for yet another match of the Dubai Sevens, and this match, it is going to be a big one. Fiji versus Canada. How many points can Fiji score on this one? Up against a Canadian side that did push the Wallabies, the Australian Seven side for a little while. Fiji having a close game with France, but I know that they have got plenty of fight left in them. Started that match extremely well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in this game up against Canada. But I will mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel because we are going to be back every single match that we can do on this channel. We have got our next one will be the match between France versus USA for the women's side of it. That is coming up at 12:46. And also, we are going to be having the match taking place a little bit later on. Great Britain versus South Africa, going right through to the last match, Fiji versus Australia at 4:33. We have got there. That was a smooth changeover as well. Yeah, it was very efficient. We're starting to get good at just this direct switch, and yes, could say, and just to keep on going, keep the momentum flowing. As well, says Ali, welcome in. And also, USA got to win their next game to go through against Argentina, says Kai Broom. Yeah, they are going to need it if they do want a decent chance. While I'm at it, I will tell you guys exactly how the tables are sitting in the men's division. So Australia, they have had 2 wins so far, so they are sitting on the 6 points. Also, it is going to be in the situation of Fiji sitting on Fiji are sitting on 3 points with a points differential of +7. So they will be working hard to try and get themselves back up near that top of the table, and they are making their way out right now. So hopefully it is going to be a very good game. Argentina sitting top of Pool B with 2 wins. USA sitting in second. Spain in third. And then it is actually Kenya. 2 losses so far for them, unfortunately. Does mean that they are still sitting down the bottom. And Great Britain and South Africa both getting 2 wins. They are playing a little bit later on, which is when we are going to get to see some hard-hitting action between those 2 juggernauts who were both able to make it through to the final in that first Canadian stage of the Sevens. But nonetheless, Fiji, what can they do in this game? I'm excited. But Canada, they are a feisty side. They fight hard, and they will be working hard in this one to try and get themselves a possible win up against the gold medalists of the London 2012 Olympics, London 2020 Olympics. And it's not even London, it's Tokyo 2020. And I had a voice crack in there as well. I'm starting well. That is for sure. And also, we have got there not and are happy because a lot are happening, but I'm trying to stay happy as well. There's Brandon. That's all you can do, mate. You got to keep your head up high and just keep on going. We have got there right and back. Sorry for disappearing like that, says Imagine. No worries, mate. Let's go, Fiji. There's Aiden there as well. He's probably got more money on them, do you, Aiden? But now inside of their own 22 here, Canada are going to have the first attacking run of this match, and it's a good inside ball there, but just a little knock on. And I believe it would have been, I want to say that it's that number 6, it's Mora, who did actually get a yellow card in one of the last matches, but we will put up a scoreboard so you guys know exactly what the score is going to be sitting for this match. At the moment, we're 0-0. It's nice and early in this fixture. We've seen a couple close games. We've seen Spain get a massive upset win over the USA. We've also seen that match that did just take place with Argentina getting a win over Kenya in the last moment of it as well. And now it is going to be driving forward. We haven't had anyone go to extra time or having any draws so far in this competition, but Fiji straight away going to be on the attack once again, and they are a dangerous side when they get going, and that is exactly what they're doing now. And it's going to be the try, and it is going to be Sautaranga who was able to score it. Tiba Sautaranga. It is actually just Tiba. Was able to score it. Ioane Tiba has been able to pick up that first try, and Fiji now take a nice early lead up against the Canadians. Now, like I mentioned, the points differential, that is going to be something that Fiji will be considering in this game because they want a big game here because their last game is going to be up against Australia, and that's going to be a tough fixture. That's later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at 4:33 a.m. New Zealand time. But we are going to be up. We are going to be watching, and it is going to be very exciting. Try Viti as well. Says Sebastian there. It's a drop kick. It's going to be a difficult one here. Oh, he struck it nicely, but it is just curling away to the right. So that is going to remain 5-0 at the moment for Fiji over Canada. I got called something I don't want to say because it's not good as well, says Brandon. Yeah, hopefully you are doing all right there, mate. But now Canada once again now trying to fire themselves back into a good attacking position. Big contact between the Fijians. It was actually the try scorer there, Tipper, who was able to make the tackle. Now using their backline once again, it is going to be possibly an opportunity for Canada to fire straight back in this one. And it's a nice ball to Mora. Now trying to find the offload. He has knocked it on, though. And it is going to be going down. I do see that it is stumps on the cricket as well for anyone who is curious. New Zealand doing decently after having to chase down a very big total here for India as well. We have got the if they win this points differential doesn't matter as it's we'll go 3-2-1 0 wins as well, says Guy Broom, although I'm thinking more for where they are qualifying because I know that it's the top 2 from each group will be going through. So it is going to be important that whoever has that points differential, I would say it is going to be maybe, if they drew, if something crazy happened and they drew with Australia, that is going to be a great run there from Fiji. It's going to be another try. And they are going to be able to score themselves another. And you'd never guess who it was. It is going to be out on the wing. It is Nasoku who was able to score it there. And Rasaku. I can't pronounce some of these names the same myself. I do apologize for that as well. And also true, you do have that. They could finish 5th instead of 8th as well, says Guy Broom. And also we have got there just $5, not a lot, says Aiden. And also I'm going to be here because you guys make me laugh as well, says Brandon, which is awesome to hear. That one has gone over. Well, sorry, that one has gone over the try line, I should say, for the 10 on the board now for Fiji. But it's going to be an important kick, but it's from the touchline once again. If he nails any of these, I would be extremely impressed. Close, but no cigar there for him once again. And Fiji now leading this game 10-0 up against the Canadians. Going to be tough for them. It seems like Canada, they did actually start a little bit rusty up against Australia as well, I believe it was. And then they really started to find their own in the later stages of that game, but that one has gone high. Once again, the Fijians trying to get on it, and they have been able to take it nicely. It's a little knock on, though, so they're going back once again. 3 minutes left in this first half, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who does want to watch this game live with the actual footage, it is on the World Rugby YouTube channel. Depending on what country you're in, you might be able to watch those games on there, so be sure to check that out. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel. You could even do a little bit of a co-live stream if you like, and have one tab open of that and one tab open of myself as well. You probably prefer to look at it than my face, to be honest. And also we have got there, to be behind the play, the 8 qualifying teams all pulled together, and then games organised by seed. Now, I thought it was just the top 2 from Pool A versus top 2 of Pool D, etc. says Dexter. So pretty much in this situation, it is going to be the top 2 from the 3 pools, and then it is going to be the next 2 highest seed sitters. Oh, it's going to be another try here for Fiji. They got a third. Talathoko has been able to score. I'll leave that one to the try scorers list there. And Fiji, that's going to be a nice, easy one for the kicker to make it 17 points to Fiji and 0 to Canada there. But pretty much, yeah, it is the top 2 from each group, and then it is done off kind of the next 2, and then that's the quarterfinal matchups that they are going to be having. And then for the women's side of it, it is 4 teams make it through for the semi-finals. Rather than that, can you give me a link as well? Says Brandon. Unfortunately, if you are in New Zealand, it does mean that you need a VPN to be able to access this because we have got Sky. So pretty much if we've got Sky, or if you've got a provider in your country, normally they don't let you watch it just because they want you to get that provider. But that one has gone over 17-0 now for Fiji. 1 minute 40 left in this game, or in this first half, I should say. We've still got another 7 minutes after that to go. And Fiji may be looking for the 50 here. I don't know whether or not they'll quite get it. We haven't seen anyone reach 50 points yet, I believe. But could be coming up. Oh, that was taking a man out in the air. And it is going to be just a penalty. They are going to be possibly taking it quickly, but there is a Canadian injury at the stage. We have got, cheers, my bro. I forgot some of these rounds have less teams because of COVID as well, says Dexter. Yeah, I know that January is when we are getting New Zealand, Samoa, and also they are bringing back the likes of Wales, Ireland, and also England, Scotland, all breaking back up into kind of separate teams rather than just being Great Britain, which is going to be pretty awesome to get to see, because I've only just, this is my second Sevens tournament that I have watched, and I've been loving every second of it, which is why we are going to be covering not just the ones this week, but also the ones next week. And we'll be covering on the channel as well. Now passing the ball back once again now for the Canadians on the halfway line, trying to score themselves a try before we get to halftime. And they will definitely need it. No hands, and it is going to be the penalty against one of the Fijians. Now, discipline will be important for them in the later stages of this one. The Canadians, if they can start to get a little bit of momentum, which is looking decent for them at the moment, running it straight sideways here. And it is going to be another penalty, double blow of the whistle here. It's going to be a yellow card here by the looks of it, and it is going to be the Fijian off the field now for the next 2 minutes of this game. South Africa scored 52 against Japan, so they were able to, it was 52-12, wasn't it? And a lot of you said time at this stage. We are sitting 15 seconds left in this first half, and the Canadians once again have got the possession. And that's going to be Egas once again passing it back now around this side there. It is going to be Thiel trying to get on it. That's going to be the try to Mora once again. He just keeps on scoring. And that is going to be now the try that gets them just a little bit back into this game. They will be sitting on 5 to the Fijian 17 going into the second half. If they can get this kick, they will only be behind by the 10. A nice and solid performance by the Black Caps openers. Will Young 75 and Tom Latham 50 as New Zealand 129 for none at the end of day 2 as well. Says going, yeah, they're doing very nicely. That is for joy. And Time says a lot of, yeah, at this stage we are sitting half-time now in this game. So we go there, try. Says Sebastian. And Mora able to get it over the line. I believe he's one of the only men who have been able to score tries for Canada throughout this one, but he just keeps on scoring them. He scored about 3 or 4 already, and that one now means that it is going to be Canada sitting on 7 and Fiji sitting on 17 with a man disadvantage going into the second half. So it's going to be important that they make sure that that discipline does improve, or else they could get themselves into a little bit of trouble if they lose another man to a yellow card, or even worse, if they get a red card. It's going to be very tough. We have got there, try Canada as well, and wrong flag the first time around as well, says Sebastian there. Fijians, they will be loving these conditions. That is certainly hot there at the moment. In Dubai, about 30 degrees Celsius, I have been saying, and it will be humid. Hydration is so important for these two sides. Talafolo able to score a try. He is a large individual to have out on the wing, and he will be important in the second half. Also, Tepa was able to score the try a little bit earlier on in that half as well. But the subs are going to be also important for these two sides. 3 tries for Fiji compared to the 1 of Canada. 4 missed tackles from Canada compared to just the 3 missed tackles of Fiji. Still relatively high, though, for them. Not what they would be wanting. And turnovers conceded 2 against Canada there, but they have been very crucial in terms of the fact that they haven't allowed Fiji to really get that offload game going. They've had 1 offload each side. And if Fiji start offloading, that's when you start letting a lot of tries in. So they're going to have to be careful here to make sure that they keep on shutting it down in a way that is efficient enough to stop the flying Fijians from really getting that Fijian flair going for the games. But now they are in the group and they are ready to go, Fiji. If they win this game, they will be sitting decently on that table for Pool A, which is just stacked because they've got France in there as well. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stick to this man if you love your rugby as well. Since imagine you heard the man. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're keen on podcasts, we have got the Rugby Down Under podcast, which is a podcast where we talk all things international rugby, and we will be doing a Sevens review / preview for next week. So be sure to check that out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, wherever you're watching podcasts, that is there. And we've also got the Rugby Down Under podcast YouTube clips channel. Be sure to check that one out as well. But now it is going to be kicked off by Canada. What is only a 10-point contest at this stage. It's going to be almost taken by Fiji, not able to take it cleanly though. And now Canada breaking their way through. Oh, it's going to be dropped though. It did go backwards, they have said, and that's going to be the try now. And it is going to be Coates who does score it. And now Canada right back in this game now. It's going to be an easy kick as well, so they will be sitting on the total of, it will be 14 points now for Canada to be sitting on, only 3 points behind. They've still got the man advantage for another about 30 seconds or so, but Coates took no time at all to be able to score that one there for the Canadians, and now they will be very happy with that indeed. If they can somehow beat the Fijians in this match, like that is just something that not too many people can say that they are able to do, because it's not a very common occurrence at all. We have got the Canadians are keen on some upsets today, I see as well. Yeah, they've been working very hard so far, the Canadians. It is great to see that they've really come into these games as just a fighting side who are willing to put up a decent contest as well. It's up to 7, or sorry, it's actually 7 that they are ranked at this stage here. Canada, that's playing the ball on the ground now. It's going to be the penalty, double blow of the whistle, and now a Canadians going to the bin, which is going to be the turning point perhaps in this game as well, because Fiji now will be able to have that man advantage, which is something that's going to be dangerous. But it is going to be Dashkowicz who is going off the field. That is a tough name to say, but the Fijians at the moment, I'm excited. See what they can do here, but the Canadians, you know, they don't give up too easily. They have got plenty of fight. It is going to be the scrum feed, but they will have to make sure that they can somehow stop them from being able to score a try here, Fiji, because if they do while they have got a man disadvantage, more than likely they will do it again. That is something that Fijians just seem to have the ability of doing, scoring a lot of tries in a hurry and not really giving you a chance to breathe. But now it is going to be going forward, and it is going to be in the hands of the Fijians once again going to the short side, trying to link up with the men on the outside here. It is just going to be a step-in masterclass here from the Fijians. The big number 1 driven into touch. Good hit there. Muscling up with them. And it was brilliantly done. It was the number 12 who was able to muscle up. I am just going to get the name. It was Isherwood who was able to make the big tackle on it. It was Vakurunabali. Billy? Hopefully I pronounced that not too badly. It was probably pretty badly pronounced, though. Now 1 minute left in this game. Or sorry, 1 minute left of the yellow card. So 5 minutes left of this game. And Canada, they've got the man disadvantage. It's going to be Mora once again trying to work his way for the Fijians, trying to get on the ball. It was about to be a penalty in their favour, but instead now Canada is going to be play on. Oh, it's not a good drawing pass there. And it has gone straight into touch. And now the Fijians, they look like they want to take this one quickly. They've still got the man advantage for the next 35 seconds. A lot of pressure there from the Canadians, though. And it was a little knock on, and Canada will get themselves a scrum feed. And we have got their good commentary as well. Says here, thank you very much, mate. We are back for pretty much every single game of the seven. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Fiji at the moment, they've got the man advantage for the next 20 seconds. 4 minutes left in this game as well. It is going to come down to the wire. A lot of these games recently have been. Seems to just keep on being within like that kind of 5 points or so. We saw Spain get the massive upset win over the USA. We saw that Argentina were able to get the win over Kenya. That's going to be the advantage now. Sorry, it was almost going to be an advantage. Good step there from Mora once again. He is carrying this Canadian side at the moment with the amount of effort. It's going to be another penalty for Canada. And now because of it, I believe they will be allowed their man back out on the field. They are indeed. So now they're back to 7-on-7. And he is a big player as well for them. He's got a long last name, which I can't pronounce. And I've also got there. Be sure to join the Discord server if you love some sports banter as well. Since Sebastian, you heard the man. Be sure to check out our Discord server for the Kiwi lads if you are keen on hearing all about the sevens competition and also just all things. I was going to say all things rugby, but it's also cricket, sports in general, you name it. We talk about it on there, so be sure to check that out. And now it is going to be an important line-out throw here for Canada. Webster, they score now with 3 minutes 30 left. You say they'll be in the box seat, but Fiji able to steal it. Once again, that is something that they are prominent in, is that line-out steal. And now plenty of pace as well. He's tried to wrestle him down. He's done extremely well there. The ball is in touch. Canada having to chase hard to try and stop Tepa from picking up another try in this game. Now it is going to be the line out here for Canada. This game, I'm getting nervous for both of these sides. It seems like it could easily go either way at this stage. Fiji ranked number 2. They are only ranked 2, though, because they didn't take part in those next 2 competitions that were in Canada, where South Africa were able to win both of them. So they are ranked number 1 going into this fixture or into this competition, but could easily change at the end. But now Fiji, once again, now they have got the ball in hand, and it's going to be possibly the draw and pass. Good tackle there on the Fiji, and it's going to be bouncing out the back, and now backing himself. He's got plenty of toe, and he's going to be going as well. He's got the man on the inside. If he needs him, he's not going to, though. And it is going to be another try for Fiji here, and it is going to be the number 11 who was able to get it. Rasaku once again scoring. So he has scored 2 so far in this picture. This would be a kick that Fiji would love to get over, but it isn't completely necessary due to the fact that they are already winning this game by 8 points now with only 2 minutes left. In this fixture, that was the wrong game, but now we have got the right one. But in the breakdown, just round the side, backing the pace there. And once he starts going, Rasaku, you're not catching him because he is just flying. And he was able to score the try. And now the important kick for Fiji. If they get this one, they are leading by 10 points, which means that Canada, if they score 2 tries, they would have to get one of them. That's a brilliant kick there from the Fijian. And now it does mean that it is 24 points to 14. And at this fixture now, we have got their try as well in the chat from Sebastian for the Fijians. But now 1 minute 30 left in this fixture. The time is off at the moment. I believe there are possibly subs being made. No, we are going back on now. And it is going to be Fiji kicking off this one. They're number 8. And this one, Nathungu. I believe it is the pronunciation. I always struggle with the Q's and also the C's because the C's are pronounced like th. And then the Q's are pronounced like nya. But now it is going right back to the halfway line. It looks like Canada trying to really up the pace here for the last couple minutes. They need a try, and they need it now if they want any chance of being able to catch the Fijians. Taking the quick tap now for Canada. Trying to hit them hard. Or was the tackle by the Fijian. Not quite able to get it going now. Draw and pass for Canada. Putting themselves under a bit of pressure here. And they need to make sure they don't throw that interception pass or else could end up with a good opportunity for Fiji to score a try. That one's bouncing out the side, and now it is going to be once again Fiji, and they are going to be able to score the final try of this match, and it is going to be Ratu Thiri, who was able to score it. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Ratu Rathu. I'm sorry if I have pronounced that absolutely terribly, but it is a try to Fiji, and they have been able to win this game now. 29 points to 14 with the kick to come here for the Fijians. and they will be opening now. It's a decent strike of the ball. Not quite able to get it over, though. So the score at the end of this game. Oh, sorry, there's 10 seconds left. Let's get a little bit ahead of myself. The Fijians, they will, of course, keep on attacking. We have got their flying Fijians are flying. I've been impressed with Canada for these ones because they always seem to be right there in every fixture. They just keep going, even though they are losing this one. They had a close game with Australia, so that points differential might be what takes them through because, of course, France are going to be right there sweating on it as well. That's going to be the knock-on, and that is the end of the game now. 29 points to Fiji and 14 to Canada, but that is the end of this one. Now, the next game that we are going to be covering on the channel is going to be the match between France and the USA for the women's side of it, 12:46 a.m. New Zealand time. So in about 30 minutes time, we are going to be back for another live stream. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we are going to be back with that game. And then also after that, I read that one. Also Great Britain versus South Africa, Argentina, USA, Fiji versus Russia in the women's. And then we are closing out the night at 4:33 a.m. New Zealand time with Fiji versus Australia. That is the big game of this pool. And hopefully it is going to deliver as well. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in and hope you did enjoy this commentary. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, also subscribe. And we have also got their nice commentary, mate. I'm going to head out as well. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. And yeah, I hope you are doing well and take care. Says Dexter right back at you. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you